welcome to day 10 of your 20-day flexibility and tension release challenge. So we are officially halfway through. Really excited to get into the shoulders today with some really nice opening stretches and movements. So let's get into it. I want to start with a little bit more of a focused stretch for that back of the shoulder knot that many of us get. This one is such a nice soothing one. Let's start with rolling the shoulders a little bit here. I just want you to start focusing on this area of the body, maybe even hands on the shoulders. You're just starting to breathe deeply here, always taking that little moment to tune in, especially if this is after a busy day for you or just waking up in the morning. Some rotations here. So sitting comfortably, just checking in with the shoulders with some of these rotations. Let's make them even bigger. We're going to start circling the arms up and over and all the way back. So don't worry about how stiff this might feel. It's a little cracky, that's totally fine. We're just reaching here. Think about this as more of a swim than an exercise. So keeping it nice and smooth. Let's reverse the circles and just rolling through your shoulders here. Don't worry if this feels a little restricted today. We're going to make sure we feel a lot better after our session today. Last big circle. All right. Now let's get into that gnarly area that many of us experience discomfort in. So I'm going to bend my left leg. I'm going to extend my right leg. Okay. So and now I'm going to grab the outside of my foot with my opposite hand. And this is going to allow me to kind of lean back, holding onto my foot. And I'm going to start creating a stretch alongside, let me turn for you, alongside the back of my right shoulder. So I can push gently with my foot into my hand, maybe even leaning the head to the left. And then lengthening the back of the arm, lengthening the back of the shoulder. This might take a little swinging back and forth to feel. But once you're really opening up this back area of the shoulder, lengthening that part, it's going to feel so nice. So left hand can just come down for support. Big breath into the back of the right shoulder here. Just letting the head dangle, maybe getting a nice right side of the neck stretch. Good deep breaths into the top of the shoulder. Using that length, using that foot grab to really twist and lengthen at the back without forcing it too much. Breathing into the back of the lungs. Taking that moment, taking that time. Soft neck here. Releasing left foot. And then let's stretch out left leg and hold onto the outside of our right foot with the left hand. So again, just creating that nice twisted length here. You can decide how much you bring in the foot as well on this side. Looking for a slight lean away from the foot. Loads of length here at the back of the left shoulder. Once we feel it, we start to breathe and just using these long hold stretches at the start of our session to find that calm breath. Find that calmness that allows us to create more space, more flexibility in the body. Letting the head dangle, maybe looking for a little bit of a side of the neck stretch here on the left side too. Two more breaths into the back of the left shoulder. Expanding the rib cage. Alright, let's let it go. Oh, that's so great. Let's come into the belly for our next stretch. One of my all-time favorites. I'm going to come down onto the belly. Make sure you're comfortable in the lower body. I'm going to stretch out my right arm at about shoulder height. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rotating from my left leg. So I'm going to use my left hand to just push myself. I'm going to try to rotate onto my right arm here. So maybe you want to just do knees together. But we are looking for some weight onto the right arm here, relaxed head, temple or cheek down onto the mat. And we're kind of dosing the weight in this front of the shoulder stretch with our left hand. So we're just pushing gently into the floor, feeling this all the way down our back, especially in that right arm, right shoulder. Breathing here. Trying to soften into the right shoulder. One more breath. Rolling off slowly, starting with the legs, so just bringing the hips back down, feeling that blood come back into the arm. Maybe arm alongside the body for a second. And let's do that left side. So stretching out the left arm, about shoulder height. And then just using that right arm to push yourself onto that left shoulder, a little bit of rotating from the hips. Again, if you want a little bit less of a back feeling, you can keep the knees together and just lay on the side. But I'm going to use my right foot as a little bit of a kickstand here, just to dose some of that weight. Opening the front of the left shoulder. Breathe softly here. One more breath. rotating back from that right leg. Let's take a pause on our belly here, arms alongside the body. Let's bring it up. I'm just going to bring my knees together. I'm going into a child's pose here. So I'm just going to sit down on my knees. And if this hurts your feet, feel free to widen the feet a little bit. We are still working with the shoulders, of course, but we want the lower body to be comfortable. I'm going to do some openers here for the shoulders, but we're keeping it nice and gentle. I'm just putting my hands in front of me. I'm going to do a big reach up and over with my right arm. So I'm breathing in, up and over, and then slowly down, switching sides at the bottom. So we're just opening the chest and soothing the shoulders, bringing them nice and far back when we're reaching out. Still breathing here. Just a couple of this nice shoulder and spine mobility. Looking after those shoulders. One more on either side. Keeping the shoulder low when we're reaching. Last one. And on this last one, I'm just going to thread my left arm through. Coming into my child's pose. So I'm just resting here on my left shoulder and on my left arm. Breathing, a few steady breaths here. Feeling that opening at the back of the shoulder, back of the left shoulder. Softening with the breath. Use my right hand to just push myself back out. Oof. And I'm going to slide my right arm under on the last side. Dropping the head gently, loads of stretching at the back of the right shoulder. Breathing into the back of the blood sphere. Let's do 4 breaths. Breathing into the back of the lungs, into the back of the shoulders. Really feeling those ribs expand with the inhale. Smoothing the shoulders with the exhale. One more breath. Coming out nice and gently to close today's session together.